Mechanical. Warrior? Two of them.
Register Simcoe identity.
Register the identity. Tangus. Immerse yourself. The pre-rendered menu background.
Accessing.
The giant wall of lore text. If you so choose. Thousands of years ago. The distant future. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be background music or not. I don't recall background music. Engaging with this in the distant past. That could be a matter of the previous setup for it. Being of similar jank. The current setup. Destroy. Destroy. And destroy. And destroy.
Stormcrow.
Kill everyone and everything. Violent combat robot.
Stormcrow.
However much of a run of this happens, likely to be mostly with the stock variants, since the mech lab itself is a little bugged. I think it functions fine. It's just that this the rendering of this highlighted paper doll is misbehaving. As you advance through the campaign,
Colmar.
given
Ambient temperature
permission to use larger robots.
45.60 degrees. Local time is 19:34:23 GST. All systems nominal.
You catch that, sir? You all up on the briefing, sir? Bird. Okay, it is fleeing. Well, on we stop. Okay, get snuck up on.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Problem solving. The Irby is present in Mechwarrior 2 Mercenaries. Base Mechwarrior 2 and the first expansion are both clan garbage. Clan bird up and clan dog. Clan wet dog. And cyber bear. The cone interferes with the lad's acrobatics. It does not dissuade him from attempting jumps.
Enemy power-up detected.
A terrible missile lock on screen. Well, he's gonna get both barrels the moment I crest this hill.
Enemy mech destroyed.
So we have a decent alpha strike. Lad, ready for battle. So there's a way to, like, while in the chair, be reminded of your objectives. There's none of those. For sure that's the communication being asked to explode. He's quite energized this morning.
Light amplification engaged.
Okay, that just makes it worse. Out. There's another alternate view map. I did go over the control. I have the manual. The manual where the main body text is all in-character lore. And the actual instructions are scrawled in the margins with marker. As is proper. Alright, we have pulsed the laser. This would appear to be the thingamajig. Okay, systems. Blood on, auto eject off, image enhancement on.
Image enhancement engaged.
Enhance with wireframe mode.
Autopilot engaged. Shutting down.
Poke around the buttons.
Autopilot disabled.
That's probably the target. I have jettisoned my ammunition. I don't need those SRMs. Or those SRMs. Okay, that's like part of the UI for putting your weapons into groups. Zoom. I zoom.
External camera engaged.
Not have synth muzzle. Don't have squad mates to command. Have point. So, adjustments.
Group fire engaged. Chain fire engaged.
The array isn't going anywhere. It's unguarded. All the time in the world to review the documents. Now, there's a lot of fancy fire control you can do for getting your weapons grouped and having behaviors assigned to them. Don't know if there's a way to, like, pre-configure and then save those options, or you would have to rewire them every time. Alright, F12. There we go. Destroy the uplink at Nav Alpha. It's the only thing at Nav Alpha. It's probably the uplink. Give it to Beacon. Gently poke it to death. I'll have the book open. The book will remain open on the dashboard of the giant robot. Formations. Combat difficult. Our indicators targeting. Let's go to the detailed armor damage layout. Navigation targeting. Target inspection. Okay, there we go. So the main piece I was missing. So assign things to groups, like say put LRMs in group. Then annually toggle those, put the SRMs in group 2. Now,
Group fire engaged.
group fire just my lasers.
Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated.
Chain fire engaged.
Shutdown sequence overridden.
To be noted, don't group fire the lasers. Lad has claimed the beam.
Heat level critical.
Nav Alpha reached.
Primary objective: destroy HPG uplink. Successful.
Alright, proceed to nav beta. Hop over to RM. Allegedly, there's music. Might need to, like, mount a CD image. Are you a communications hero? Mine accounts wax out. Sounds like a target of opportunity.
Group fire engaged.
This tiny cube that remains.
Target of opportunity destroyed. sequence initiated.
Enemy target destroyed.
Shutdown sequence overridden.
Enemy target destroyed.
Nav beta reached.
Enemy power-up detected.
Okay, you ducked behind this hill as cover. About to see how that works out for you.
Level critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
Secondary objective successful.
Primary objective destroy communications array. Successful. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction.
Okay, other targets of opportunity might exist. I don't need to bother finding.
Nav Gamma reached. Mission successful.
But I would kind of find it suspicious that, this would demand full CD quality music. It does use MIDI. Setup asked me. A very real MIDI device. You are awarded points.
Timberwolf.
You've been awarded a much larger mech.
Timberwolf.
Lasers. Lasers. Machined guns.
Planet Sudeten. Ambient temperature 35.76 degrees. Local time is 02:22:53 GST. All systems nominal.
Let's get the LRMs into a group. And the machines into a group. Accompanied by the small laser and laser. Accompanied by both medium lasers. The twin largies will be my main standoff. So we stomp.
Light amplification engaged.
Nav Theta reached.
Just quiet, contemplative stomp through the wilderness.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Cover. To closer range.
Group fire engaged. Critical item. Industrial plant destroyed.
Mission failed.
Give it another go.
Planet Sudeten. Ambient temperature 35.76 degrees. Local time is 02:22:53 GST. All systems nominal.
Gotta stomp in there sooner.
Light amplification engaged.
Nav Theta reached.
Closer. What do your scans detect? Alright, immediate vicinity seems to be secure. No hit on the LRMs. There we go.
Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy mech destroyed. Heat level critical.
A lot of hits.
Chain fire engaged.
Fond memories of at some point building, like, an assault armed with 200 machine guns. Power of the Sandblaster.
Enemy mech destroyed. Primary objective: destroy enemy units. Successful. Primary objective: defend industrial plant. Successful. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction.
Fine day. On this low poly planet. Mountains just on the edge of the draw distance for the camera. Yeah, texture mapping is lost tech. The Great Space War, all the UV maps were destroyed.
Nav Lambda reached. Mission successful.
This is the DOS version of it. This is all software rendering. No acceleration.
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. 4 lasers, 20 LRMs. It's mech. It stomps. It kills. Destroy drops ship and defending mechs.
Planet Zolamir. Ambient temperature 34.68 degrees. Local time is 23, 24, 20 GST. All systems nominal.
Alright, just put all the lasers in one group, all the
Group
missiles in the
fire
other group.
engaged. Enemy power-up detected.
Enters.
Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence
Oh, he
initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
And we're about to overheat the
Chain
mech.
fire engaged.
So let's dial that back a bit. And the other one has gotten behind me.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Get fucks. Use these short-range LRMs.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Alright, not too bad. Just a
Enemy
scratch.
power-up detected.
Fire him up.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Did not even last the 20.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy mech destroyed.
Alright, separate the larges from the mediums. Got a bit of a hole in the robot.
Group fire engaged.
Oh, there's a hole in Jenner. Actually engage you first.
Heat level critical.
Critical hit. LRM. Critical hit. Weapon destroyed. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Alright, we're driving half a mech. Did you just try to DFA me?
Enemy mech destroyed.
Is mentioned by name in the manual.
Secondary objective. Destroy all enemy mech units. Successful.
Would also have been acceptable pure mission objectives to just take out the orb, then leave.
Heat level critical.
Tough orb. Wonder which of these gets better heat economy. Awful truck.
Nav. Zeta. Reached.
Yeah, that's, Also, when you've taken enough damage, you lose access to a bunch of the secondary camera ports you can have. Arm missing. I think they mirror the torso to, one of these buttons is... There we go, external camera.
Engaged.
Yes, so. Right arm missing, right torso nearly destroyed. Skull intact, it's fine.
Heat level critical.
Shutting down.
Annual shutdown. Quick robot nap. Day 4, battling this orb.
Enemy target destroyed. Primary objective destroy dropship Bannockburn. Successful. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction.
Destroying those repair vehicles was not an objective. That's just for me. I haven't been following any current day mech fighting projects.
Nav. Eta. Reached. Mission successful.
For honor for Tengus.
Mad Dog.
Alright, another run with the Mad Dog. Could deploy a Star Mate. Though our tonnage limit is by star, so it's either use the largest available mech for yourself, or downsize in order to have a buddy.
Planet
Defend.
Baker 3. Ambient temperature negative
Difficult prospect.
34.54 degrees. Local time is 11:43:43 GST. All systems nominal.
That has some beef. And it's already shooting at us. Well, giving them what for.
Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
And yeah, getting this running DOSBox staging was quite painless. I have yet to need to configure any settings.
Enemy power-up detected.
Just ran
Enemy
the
power-up
normal install
detected.
Jenner descending from on high.
Heat level critical. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical.
Alright, down an arm again.
Failed.
Natural state of the storm torn to shreds by bullets.
Planet Baker 3. Ambient temperature negative 34.54 degrees. Local time is 11:43:43 GST. All systems nominal. Engaged. Enemy mech destroyed.
So the LRM's my best source of alpha damage. Step 1 is to pour all of these LRMs into the enemy, before the ammo can detonate inside my mag.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy mech destroyed. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. detected.
About that difficulty
Heat
curve,
level
huh?
critical. Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
That Nova is already in there, causing havoc. A lot of these lads.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Well, the base sure looks like it has gun turrets. They seem to be inert.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Chain fire engaged. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Critical item. Firebase. Destroyed. Mission failed.
Planet Baker 3. Ambient temperature negative 34.54 degrees. Local time is
game's finished introducing
11:43
itself.
43 GST.
Will now reveal its teeth.
All systems nominal. Group fire engaged. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutting down.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Alright, this time, knowing that the airdrop is a second wave. These other power ons show up slightly early. Might be able to thin them out.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Or there might be some orange involved.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy mech destroyed. detected. Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical.
Okay, I should focus on defeating new arrivals instead of chasing down the Jenner.
Critical.
Wolf behavior. As opposed to bird behavior.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Right, your arm's up. How much of you is stored in your so how much of you is stored in your legs?
Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
And one or more of them are still rampaging around the fire base uninterrupted. No, once more. Break off from that. Or the ringleader.
Critical item. Firebase. Destroyed. Mission failed.
Alright, I went a bit farther.
Planet Baker 3. Ambient temperature negative 34.54 degrees. Local time is 11:43:43 GST. All systems nominal. Group fire engaged. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
Tore off the Jenner's arm by just having it stand in my line of fire, trying
Shutdown
to engage the
sequence
summoner.
initiated. Shutting down.
Enemy power-up detected.
That Jenner seems to be stunned.
Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical. Enemy power-up detected.
Jenner has given up.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Ain't good. Fire moth obliterated. Summoner, please pull down.
Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
Summoner. Summoner, please die.
Enemy mech destroyed. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Critical hit. LRM. Critical hit. Weapon destroyed.
Chain fire engaged.
This might be the run. We are down and on. Once again. And there is a whole
Enemy
Nova back
mech
there.
destroyed. Group fire engaged. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
You haven't taped down the override on your reactor's emergency shutdown. Are you really a Mechwarrior? It has jump jets. It's just using them to drift.
Chain fire engaged.
It's got like a small laser left.
destroyed.
Reinforcements en route. Sensors indicate incoming friendly dropships. Dido and Victory. Primary objective, defend Firebase. Successful.
Proceed to Firebase for shutdown.
The
Secondary
Jenner
objective,
died in the
destroy all
crossfire
enemy
at some
mech
point.
units. Successful.
Free Jenner. Is there a... Yes. Go to nav point, which is just the middle of the base.
Nav Gamma reached. Mission successful.
Using the stock keyboard. I'll need to jump through some number of hoops in order to get DOSBox to recognize a controller. It is time for trial. Tengus, up for promotion. Shoot the engagement spear. To engage with spears.
Trial initiated. Jade Falcon protocol. All systems nominal.
Behold the sphere.
Light amplification engaged.
Enter the sport chamber. Begin the struggle to navigate at the frame rate of the sport chamber.
Group fire engaged.
No, and of course they're waiting in the waiting on the sidelines are the optional waves to jump in on. Okay, I've got his arms off.
acquired. Shoot engagement sphere to initiate trial phase 2. You have 15 seconds.
Let's go for a second layer.
Trial phase 2 initiated. Enemy power-up detected.
Descend into the hexagons. Closer. Ready to conduct the trials? Running into an obstacle. Not great. You should see the other guy.
Enemy mech trial phase
Power of
2
two large
successful.
lasers.
Second rank acquired.
Mission successful.
The responsibility of your new rank being
Nova.
carry on with the same missions you were already doing.
Nova.
Power. 7 ER large lasers. No, ER medium lasers. Power of consecutive beats. Objective, destroy everything. Just saved so much on paper.
Satellite smacked up. Ambient temperature negative 127.33 degrees. Atmosphere
Now we're on
hostile.
planet Scotland.
Local time is 15:53:12 GST. All systems nominal. Group fire engaged.
However, as this is not a torso mech, its ability to pivot is limited to a very small, very slight range. It can twist its legs. That's it.
Nav Sigma reached.
Incoming message. Friendly unit reports navigational trouble. Mech stranded at Nav Upsilon. Please assist friendly unit. Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Friendly damaged unit reports situation to be a trap. Multiple hostile units detected within the perimeter. Enemy power-up detected.
robot opposing mech into non-existence.
Enemy mech destroyed. Heat level critical.
Oh, this also has jets.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed. Incoming message. Friendly damaged unit proceeding to isotope processor. Enemy mech destroyed.
We're here in Mechwarrior 2. Jets are not just for up.
Heat level critical.
Critical hit. ER. Medium. Laser.
Heat level critical.
Critical hit. Weapon destroyed. Critical hit. Heat sink. Shutdown sequence initiated.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Shutdown sequence overridden.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Someone bothered to extend the range on these medium lasers. Perhaps I could use that. Something extended the range on their lasers even further.
Mission failed.
Now on to record.
Satellite MacDuff. Ambient temperature -127.33 degrees. Atmosphere hostile. Local time is 15:53:12 GST. All systems nominal. Group fire engaged. Incoming message. Friendly unit reports navigational trouble.
Jumps can up.
Mech stranded at Nav Upsilon.
Jumps can also
Please assist friendly
Forward.
unit.
Nav.
Lateral.
Tau. Reached.
rotate.
Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Friendly damaged unit reports situation to be a trap. Multiple hostile units detected within the perimeter. Enemy power-up detected.
Is that the friendly? So you can make up for the Nova's abysmal normal turning to jets.
Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Incoming message. Friendly damaged unit proceeding to isotope processor. critical. Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy mech destroyed.
Targeting computer says it's still alive. Gets another round of lasers.
Heat level critical.
Yes, and you are faster forward than I am in reverse, so make your way over here. Walk directly into the path of the beams.
Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
This time I coordinate with the friendly summoner. Yeah, the rifleman is also hostile, but the targeting did not want onto him for some reason.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Light amplification engaged. Enemy mech destroyed.
And Nova is directly behind.
Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy mech destroyed.
Area secure.
Okay, the friendly was
Primary
able to defend itself.
objective, destroy enemy units. Successful.
Nav Phi reached. Mission successful.
Now let me just go back to scouring the manual and looking for the button for enhanced optics on its own. There we go. W is enhanced imaging.
Summoner.
Auto cannon. $20 of them. Escort train.
Planet Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees. Local time is 12:46:24 GST. All systems nominal.
So let's get lasers into their own group. Streak SRMs into their own group. I have 10 ultra autocannon rounds.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Group fire engaged. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site.
I want to be moving to board the train.
Nav Xi reached.
A terrible invention, the so-called short-range missile. Maybe I just ungroup my weapons. Fire everything at
Enemy
everything.
aircraft destroyed.
Want to keep the autocannon in its own group.
Image enhancement engaged.
Are you feeling enhanced?
Enemy aircraft destroyed.
Critical hit engine. Mission failed.
Maybe I need to use the ultra autocannon to remove birds from the sky.
Planet Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees.
Birds vulnerable
Local
to gun.
time is 12:46:24 GST. All systems nominal. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
Okay, that might be the move.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site.
Shame about that ammo can. For this automatic cannon, carrying 0.2 seconds of fire.
Nav Xi reached.
Enemy aircraft destroyed. Group fire engaged. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
There are jets on this thing. No idea if they would help much for air combat. Briefly become a terrible bird.
Enemy aircraft destroyed.
They'll help me cover ground faster.
Critical item, hover train, destroyed.
Mission failed.
Left the train alone too long. Don't want to be
Planet,
quiet.
Epsilon. Ambient temperature, 87.24 degrees. Local
Okay, so
time is
hold the autocannon
12:46:24 GST.
until there are
All
large groups of
systems
them, so I can
nominal.
get every one of those rounds into a bird.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Group fire engaged. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site.
Nav Xi reached.
Just a generally terrible idea for...
Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Warning, you are leaving defined mission zone.
Should be stomping toward the train. Just engage whatever targets of opportunity.
Critical hit engine.
Completely
Enemy
invisible.
aircraft destroyed.
Tiny red dots against bleeding red sky.
Light amplification engaged.
A terrible loadout.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up
Okay, all ammunition spent.
Enemy mech destroyed.
And there's a dart. The hover train has gone into this tiny tunnel into which we will not fit. Directly into the jaws of the dire wolf. Cool mission design. Or would we somehow
External
fit in that
camera
tunnel?
engaged.
No, we would not. Should I jump over this mountain?
Critical item. Hover train destroyed.
What a terrible mission.
Mission failed.
Summoner. Summoner. Planet Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees. Local time is
Okay, so
12:46.
restore the autocannon. That is for fighting
All systems
the wolf
nominal.
at the end of the map.
Nav Xi reached.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Overtrain starts there.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site. Group fire engaged. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
This is the direction all the enemy air support is coming from. Why? How do you still function?
Enemy aircraft destroyed. 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 Enemy power-up detected.
Still one more of these, two more of these floating directly above me.
Enemy aircraft destroyed.
If it decides to flee, I'll accept that. Must catch up to the train.
critical. Heat level critical. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Okay, that's given up. It's not going anywhere. So... Must I jump over this mountain? Impossible to jump over this mountain. Does the mission just kill you?
Image enhancement engaged.
Image enhancement, where the terrain mesh vanishes completely.
Critical item hover train destroyed.
Guess
Mission
what number
failed.
the dev is thinking of? Then die.
Planet Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees. Local time is 12:46:24 GST. All systems nominal.
This had multiplayer. Over dial-up.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Or maybe just over LAN. Perhaps modems were not trusted.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Heat level critical.
Just the worst.
Enemy aircraft destroyed.
Hello, sir. You demand combat. You wish you bechol, sir. Confront me using only claw and teeth. He seeks trial of position, the position being attached to the front of me. Hello, sir. And as operating the robot is a full-body keyboard experience. No stomping can occur while the lad be rumbling. Hello, sir. And if the mission is too much of a problem, you can always activate the combat variables. There are in-game cheats. When cheats are on, you are not assigned a score for completing missions. The cheats are recognized in lore. As you making unauthorized modifications to your mech. Snorting various combat drugs. It was a common thing for a while in the DOS era to have some kind of flavor text attached to exit the program. Or any other sort of custom flourish. You can do some customization on the campaign missions, but it is limited. You can, like, take the bits you've already been assigned and rearrange how they are in the mech. I might suppose the idea is that as you are not at the top of the food chain, you're not the one deciding the combat bid for what equipment is being sent. Your job is merely to get in the robot, to shoot and get shot at. Yeah, it's the expansion packs that or get into what I call the core Mechwarrior experience. Yeah, somehow you can get yourself promoted all the way to the top. On paper. These might be fake trials of position. You might be getting pranked. Yeah, first 2-hour sample of this, it's holding up alright. Could be worse. If I were willing to connect more tubes and wires, I could get it running at higher resolutions. Get it in a state where it would be willing to have more cycles thrown at it. Though, as is the case with many archaic software, if you give it too much processor, it gets confused and upset. I definitely did not engage with this title. Now that I've gotten a bit of time in 31st century combat, I'm no longer confident I had Ghost Bear in the past. Might have had the case for Ghost Bear, but someone just put the disc for regular Mechwarrior in it. It was borrowed either way. I also had some demos over the years. But yes, in the past, definitely. Probably would have just put the cheats on and stomped about. Had a good time. Definitely had some of that time in the skirmish mode, where you get access to some things that are not available in the normal campaigns. Like elemental suits. They're so tiny. If any weapon actually hits you, you die. But until then... Alright. Lad has relinquished his position. Searcher snack. He conducts the trial by snack. Or do you immediately seek to return after, like, 2 bites of snack? And I can use this imposed break to kind of deliberate over what else of Mechwarrior 2 should be experienced. Since base Mechwarrior 2 is more of this. Relatively short scenarios, sometimes prolonged with gotcha design. With jump scares. Solve the riddle of how to get to the other side of the mountain. You have 2 seconds. You failed the mission 2 minutes ago when you weren't sprinting after the train at maximum speed. Speaking of, let's carry on with this. Continue to escort the train that might already be dead. So many goddamn birds. How are you even rendering so many birds? weapons are quite capable. Many of them keep their attention on me instead of the train. I die instead.
Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
Sure is a choice for an escort's mission.
Enemy aircraft destroyed.
I can get them lined up for the lasers. They fold pretty quickly. If.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy mech destroyed.
Can I solve the riddle of... Oh, the numpad is also available. It's a source of directional arrows. What's that spread like? Left, right, up, down. Force neutral. Lance to left and right on 7 and 8. Torso twist on 1 and 2. Interesting. I haven't been doing much torso twisting, because it's awkward to do with keyboard. The mountain is infinitely tall.
Critical item hover train destroyed.
Mission failed.
The mountain is indestructible.
Planet Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24
I feel like a hint hiding in the
degrees.
full text of the briefing.
Local time is 12:46:24 GST.
Do I need the
All
lore?
systems nominal.
Okay, there's a timer counting down.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
It's going to go that way. How would I
Enemy
just
power-up
preemptively position
detected.
myself on
Enemy
the path?
power-up detected. Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site.
Earth. train is so fast. Just let it catch up with me. This is the one world where it turns out I'm faster than the train. What, does it accelerate?
Group fire engaged.
Thanks to his perch.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
I have now entered range of the jet.
Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
It's now entering tunnel.
Critical item. Hover train. Destroyed.
Is this some kind of
Mission
bizarro
failed.
copy protection? Would the tunnel be larger if I had passed a check?
Planet Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees. Local
Must I
time
manually redeploy into a
12:46,
smaller robot?
24 GST.
Will they actually
All
let me change
systems
machines?
Nominal.
Ejecting. Mission failed.
Summoner.
Change the engine size. I can assign critical buttons where you would say what you want to do with your mech are not there. Currently have a second streaker SRM. Allegedly. No, that was there the whole time. I must have accidentally removed it while clicking around. Oh, the buttons are there, but they're invisible.
Timberwolf.
Just Timberwolf this instead. In PPC.
Gargoyle.
Stealth buttons.
Warhammer. Marauder. Warhawk. Direwolf.
Anyway, this.
Firemoth.
What's waiting for me on the other side there?
Direwolf. War. Gargoyle. Timberwolf. Summoner. Rifleman. Hellbringer. Rifleman.
Anti-aircraft
Summoner.
operation.
Timberwolf.
Finally. It's Rifleman's turn to be real.
Summoner. Rifleman.
Four large pulse lasers. It does have jets.
Planet Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees. Local time is 12:46.
48
24
kilometer
GST.
max speed.
All systems nominal. Group fire engaged. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Time to shoot down exactly one enemy aircraft and
Shutdown
melt.
sequence initiated.
Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site.
Shutting down.
Enemy power-up detected.
It is a lot of firepower.
Enemy aircraft
2
destroyed.
bursts on target takes out one of these birds.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Heat level critical. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated.
Enemy aircraft destroyed.
Shutdown sequence overridden.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Shutdown sequence overridden.
And that fail anyway, because the train is hitting the tunnel now.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Ejecting. Mission failed.
Can we allow the riflemen to stand on the train?
Summoner. Rifle, Hellbringer, Mad Dog, Stormcrow, Nova, Jenner,
I was Jenner.
Kit Fox, Jenner, Nova, Stormcrow,
Or Crow. Crow with a bunch of missiles. I might get somewhere.
Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees.
The thing I want to
Local
test.
time is 12:46:24 GST.
Going to ignore
All
the enemy birds
systems
entirely.
nominal.
480 LRM ammo. Beautiful.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
I want to see if a smaller mech will fit into the tunnel.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site.
Or otherwise, if there is a way to stomp out of this canyon. Maybe the train just won't last long without some kind of close escort. Canyon's so big. So many other missions of
External
terrain not
camera
mattering.
engaged.
Here's the mission where terrain kills you instantly.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy
Okay,
power-up
robot's still too big for
detected.
If I come out here and provoke the big dog, maybe it will figure out how to walk over here.
Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Group fire engaged. Chain fire engaged. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
That is the dire wolf. Successfully provoked it into coming over here? Does LRM Stormcrow have what it takes? Former LRM Stormcrow?
Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Group fire engaged.
I found you.
Mission failed.
That almost worked. That's a step.
Stormcrow.
So, like, out here you can see buttons on the model.
Stormcrow.
In here you cannot see the buttons on the model anymore. Such are the mysteries. Twin Streak SRM-6. Might be good for the birds? Yeah.
Planet Epsilon. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees. Local time
Concept
is
proven.
12:46:24 GST. All systems nominal.
What I can do. Yeah, this laser can stay with the rest of the lasers.
Group fire engaged.
Go to the mountain.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Image enhancement engaged.
To draw the attention of the mechs. This will cause the train to instead dodge the mechs entirely.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site.
Throwing a dozen SRMs at a time might be a better bird deterrent. Incidentally, well, stomping continues. Calibrate sensors. Cone boy detected. Mouse look is an option in this. Takes some amount of archaeology to make it happen, though.
Image enhancement engaged. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
That's them awake.
Enemy aircraft destroyed.
A dozen SRMs will kill one of these gunships.
Enemy power-up detected.
On a good roll. Yeah, they keep bumping into each other. There's a bit of splash damage in play.
Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
Hold on, something on beat is
Critical item hover train
run.
destroyed.
Mission failed.
Summoner.
They go back to the large. There's a 75-ton allowance.
Timberwolf. Gargoyle.
So I could
Timberwolf.
wolf.
Gargoyle. Timberwolf.
Twin PPC.
Planet Epsileer. Ambient temperature 87.24 degrees. Local time is 12:46:24 GST. All systems nominal. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy power-up detected.
This
Enemy
might even be
power-up
enough ammunition for the whole
detected.
flight.
Incoming message. Hover train departing mine site.
Ration it out effectively.
Nav Xi reached.
Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed.
It's afraid.
Enemy
Lobbing
power-up
cannon shells at it.
detected. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, I'm in front of the train.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
As long as they get out here. Fight me. Instead of continuing to squat wherever they're hiding.
Light amplification
Like I've lucked
engaged.
into the smudge that is the way I can walk around the tunnel. Yes. Happy birthday. Crown.
critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
Secondary objective successful.
Just Wolf. Words which cause one to be immediately put on trial for wolf crime. Insinuating that a bird-themed robot would fail, or a dog-themed robot would succeed.
Critical item. Hover train has reached processing unit. Sensors indicate incoming friendly dropship, Bastille. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction.
Nav Omicron reached.
Now, walk. Attempt to stomp your way out of the cavern.
Image enhancement engaged. Image enhancement engaged. Image
Do you feel
enhancement engaged. Light amplification engaged.
Nav Pi reached. Mission successful.
Much simpler. Attack, destroy,
Mad Dog.
65-ton weight.
Hellbringer.
So they've
Mad
been
Dog.
defaulting to slightly under quota, offering you bonus points. Mad Dog.
Hellbringer.
If I
Rifleman.
wanted to bring the hell, though. Not that hell, the other hell. Although,
Summoner.
Rifleman. It's Rifleman's turn.
Rifleman.
What if Rifleman walks in there? Quad AC2s.
Planet Twycross. Ambient temperature 69.56 degrees. Local time is 09:34:55 GST. All systems nominal.
It's the sequel to
power-up
Autocannon.
detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Oh, hey. A vehicle. With wheels and such.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Wild. What do you make of that? Tonk. Kit Fox has accepted its fate.
Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy mech destroyed.
Rifleman. Rifleman winning big.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Rifleman. Rifleman's doing it.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Rifleman is no longer doing it. Unless... Rifleman is not doing it. To a death from above in first person. With your DOS keyboard controls. Probably need the entire jet bar in order to pull that off remotely, reliably.
Nav Sigma reached. Ejecting. Mission failed.
Mad Dog. Hellbringer. Rifleman. Summoner. Rifleman. Hellbringer. Rifleman. Summoner. Timberwolf. Gargoyle. Timberwolf. Summoner. Rifleman.
Okay, but large pulse laser rifle.
Planet. Twice
That's the
clock.
ticket.
Ambient temperature 69.56 degrees.
Nice.
Local time is 09:34:55 GST. All systems nominal. Group fire engaged. Heat level critical.
Time to defeat 2/3 of one enemy mech and then pass out.
Enemy mech destroyed.
That's Rifleman. Sir.
Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Chain fire engaged. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Destroyed. Group fire engaged. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Heat level critical.
They are
Enemy
just sitting
power-up
on the
detected.
ground.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
You can spot them. Or stepping into whatever geometry tells them to wake up.
Image
I can enhance the image.
engaged. Light amplification engaged. Image enhancement engaged. Heat level critical. Level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
How did those miss? Are there rocks in the way?
Image enhancement engaged.
It's very short. Something else in the way. Wireframe is seeing.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated.
Chain fire engaged.
Shutting down.
Well,
Group fire engaged. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Shutting down.
Fjord mech.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Results.
Heat sink. Critical hit. Heat sink. Critical hit. Jump jet exhaust port. Mission failed.
Well, Rifleman. As it lives. Barely awake.
Mad Dog.
Maybe I just do a Mad Dog.
Planet Twycross. Ambient temperature 69.56 degrees. Local time is 09:34:55 GST. All systems nominal. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Group fire engaged. Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Shutdown sequence overridden.
Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
Gotta do at least a little overheating. In memory of Rifleman.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Yes, this time I might be able to jog up there,
Enemy
help
power-up
one of them
detected.
with
Enemy
LRMs.
power-up detected.
Veer off a bit.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, very torn up.
Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Arm gone.
Heat level critical.
Mission
And
failed.
health.
Mad Dog. Mad Dog. Stormcrow. Nova. Jenner. Kit Firemoth. Kit Fox. Firemoth. Mad Dog. Kit Fox. Firemoth.
One mech limit cannot
Firemoth.
form a star.
Kit. Mad Dog.
Use all
Hellbringer.
tonnage yourself.
Mad Dog. Hellbringer.
PC Hellbringer.
Planet Twycross. Ambient temperature 69.56 degrees. Local time is 09:34:55 GST. All systems nominal. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy mech destroyed.
Missile launch alarms for the tank that is behind the crane right now.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Image enhancement engaged. Image enhancement engaged. Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed. Image enhancement engaged.
That leaves 2 more known contacts here. Rival helper.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy mech destroyed.
And then there's the Nova in here somewhere. Yeah, there does seem to be a
Enemy
bit of a
power-up
day-night cycle going on.
detected.
Behind a rock. Devious.
Critical hit. Internal ammo explosion detected.
Neat. Yeah, what's a mech need a center for anyway?
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, the middle is still there, apparently.
Primary objective, destroy core heatsink array. Successful. Critical meltdown imminent. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction. Enemy power-up detected.
There's one remaining enemy tank. Has missiles.
Minimum safe distance reached. Warning. Temperature spike detected. Brace for shockwave.
Oh, it's behind a rock. They are behind rocks. Multiple behind rocks. A cool level design. Ranked.
Mad Dog.
My tanks. How much Gauss ammo is this carrying?
Planet Twycross. Ambient temperature 69.56 degrees. Local time is
32 Gauss
09
rounds. And the Gauss dog.
55 GST. All systems nominal. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected.
Those are not hitting hard enough.
Enemy
Remember to place his only weapon on the machine.
vehicle destroyed.
That's a PvP build.
Ejecting.
Must bring energy. Must bring
Mission failed.
Maybe sometimes missile. Missile ammo was dense enough.
Mad Dog. Planet Twycross. Ambient temperature 69.56 degrees. Local time is 09:34:55
Anything over here?
GST. All systems
There are
nominal.
alternate paths built into the map.
Group fire engaged.
If I just ignore the heavily fortified bridge and go somewhere.
Enemy power-up detected.
There's the Nova.
Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Enemy mech destroyed.
There's an efficient disposal of the Nova. And there's the reactor. Outside of draw distance, cleverly hidden.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Chain fire engaged.
Critical hit engine. Critical hit engine.
Enemy mech destroyed. Heat level critical.
Mission failed.
That at least took less time. Just run that again.
Planet Twycross. Ambient temperature 69.56 degrees. Local time is 09:34:55 GST. All systems nominal. Enemy power-up detected.
They're having a great time over there.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Heat level critical.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up detected. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Critical hit engine. Critical hit engine.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, barely alive. Might be able to approach the reactor. without provoking any more units waking up. Is it lying about the ring, the large laser? Trying its best.
Primary objective, destroy core heatsink array. Successful. Critical meltdown imminent. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction. Enemy power-up detected. External camera engaged. Minimum safe distance reached.
Nope.
Warning. Temperature spike detected. Brace for shockwave. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Only one of them seems to have noticed me. The rest are all still hanging out by the bridge. They're having a great time over there. If they just keep slamming missiles into the wall, eventually they self-destruct.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Group fire engaged.
They're trying to peek around a corner
External camera
when your
engaged.
remaining weapons are on the wrong side. I don't know if AI units run out of ammo in this. They might cheat on that front. Closer. Have you decided what the alarm means, sir? Does it mean launch? Probably means launch. That tank is trying to very slowly
Image
creep up on me.
engaged.
Hello, sir. Oh, little man. Early stages of the lunch demand. Issues the challenge. Here, let's see if we can off. That one is like very slowly ching around. If I can just catch the edge of the model.
Image enhancement engaged.
Using some kind of enhanced image.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Heat level critical.
Possibly get ruined by part 2 of the tank trap. Yes, thank you, sir, for your tactical instincts. Remain finally honed, sir. Finely coned, sir. Traveling through the neuro helmet. Ouch.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Nav Tau reached.
Touchdown.
Mission successful.
Football. Declare victory. Bird Gang wins again. This is good for Bird Coin. And we arrive at another leadership challenge. Yet I'm recalling I have not looked up how long either of these campaigns are in terms of overall mission count. It's been a fine enough session. They aren't too large, I might continue to peck away at them. Or if they add up too much of a slog, I might jump forward a bit. Do a sampler of Ghost Bear. Or proceed directly to what ought be the meat of the trilogy. I don't know if rank does anything in this except scoreboard. There is a scoreboard.
Accessing.
It's not that. It's, yeah, over here. Tangus. Anyway, fine enough start. Wait and see about trying to get music going in there. Though that may simply be unavailable by way of DOS jank. As will happen.